Greetings, my name is Chamomile and this is an examination of the entire galaxy sector by sector. Today, we're looking at Quence Sector in 15th Hook Nebula Command in the trailing sectors of the Outer Rim. We're in 15th Hook Nebula, so where are the pirates? In the asteroids of the El Shandru system, which is also home to the planet El Shandru Pika, whose climate is said to be good for the health and hosts lots of health resorts and things like that. Also in Tresidis, a planet run by Hergla crime lords who make most of their money from casinos. And there's some on Shiunzras, a planet where a swoop gang called the Blood Sniffers extorted the local farmers and torched any villagers who didn't or wouldn't pay up. The sector also has a couple of spacer tales. Godo is allegedly a planet with a yellow-skinned native humanoid species whose priceless religious statues were stolen by Jabba the Hutt, which supposedly caused a disease outbreak on the planet, and Han Solo retrieved the statue from the dead Jabba's palace to save the planet at some point between Endor and Jakku. As with most of these spacer tales, it's not individually impossible, but the frequency with which Luke, Han, and Leia encounter strange one-off adventures during the Galactic Civil War is pretty incoherent if you believe every spacer tale you hear. Shogun is supposedly a crystalline planet that can cause dreamscapes, the term used for visions and revelations locally. Supposedly, the Mandalorians conquered this planet in the early Republic era. That's not impossible, but the Mandalorians would have to have decided to go on an epic odyssey across the full length of the galaxy in an era when hyperdrive sucked, instead of conquering any of the many planets closer to their existing space. Supposedly, Shogun is the planet on which Mandalore the Ultimate opened up the Mandalorian creed to species other than the Tongs native to Mandalore. I say native, it's complicated and probably fake, but I'll talk more about that when we get to Mandalorian space in 10th Crimson Dagger. Probably the most significant world in Quence Sector is Susevvi, a moon in the Suarbi system. An Anzadi Jedi Knight named Nikos Tyrus founded the Gensare on Susevvi during the Late Republic era, an order that hoped to learn both the light and dark sides of the Force at the same time. The Jedi found the Gensare and destroyed their temple on Susevvi during the Clone Wars. Surviving Gensare tried to join the Empire after Order 66, thinking they had a common enemy in the Jedi, but Vader and Palpatine were not interested in potential rivals and killed every Gensare they could find. There's rumors that Luke Skywalker found the surviving Gensare and integrated them into his new Jedi Order, so presumably they all got killed by Kylo Ren. These guys either have cockroach-like survivability or they're just a myth, and the reason they keep popping up after being supposedly wiped out is just because people keep making up new stories about how they got wiped out, and then later on someone comes together and tries to stitch them all together.